for one moment. Also, she had a great and high wall, with 12 gates and 12 angels at the gates, and names written on them, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. 3 gates on the east, 3 gates on the north, 3 gates on the south, and 3 gates on the west. Now the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on them were the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. Revelation 21, verses 12 to 14. It is to our detriment that modern Christianity has de-emphasized the Old Testament, treating it as something transitory with little to offer the more enlightened believer who has access to the New Testament. To the contrary, it is impossible to understand the New Testament without the Old. And one of the most fascinating fields of study is to be found in the rites and rituals of the Old Testament sanctuary service. Without the whole Bible, you cannot get a clear picture of who God is. You are not a Bible student if you reject a portion of it. And I say that unequivocally. Without the entirety of the Bible, you cannot form a picture of who God is. You cannot be a true student, and you cannot grasp the full picture of what a Christian needs to understand. Almost every detail reveals something important about Christ, including the layout of the camp itself. According to the 2nd chapter of Numbers, when the children of Israel pitched camp en route to Canaan, they followed a very precise order. The tabernacle was erected in the middle of the camp, with the Levites in a tight circle around it. Then the remaining tribes pitched camp outside of that circle, with 3 tribes at each of the 4 points of the compass. The Shekinah glory, the presence of God himself, would descend into the tabernacle and take up residence in the most holy place. It was as close an approach to the presence of God as human beings could have had on this side of eternity, and was a visible reminder that God's ultimate purpose was to bring them fully back into his presence, one day reopening the way to the tree of life. As John is shown the New Jerusalem, he sees the fulfillment of God's promise. There are 12 gates to the city. Each of them is labeled with the name of one of the 12 tribes. Similarly, the foundations are named for the apostles. The gates are not sealed, but open. And like the most holy place, the city itself is fashioned in the shape of a cube. God's people, at long last, have been brought back into close communion with their Creator. It provides a breathtaking picture. God did not abandon us to our doom when we rebelled against him, but chose instead to keep us as close as possible until the controversy between Christ and Satan had come to a close, and he could throw open the gates and bring us home. Not for one moment have God's people been left to their own defenses, and the moment is soon coming when no defenses will be needed at all.